Hi guys, welcome to Frickin' Jeep. My name's John, and I made it home. The video tonight is kind of going up to Carlisle and poking around a couple things and funny things, good things, on good things. I met a real nice guy up there named Jason, if I remember his name right. I did not do hardly any videos up there because when you got a booth or got something like that, it's really hard to get out and do it. And so I didn't get hardly any video. What you see is all I got. And then we got rained out there. I guess this morning it was raining pretty good. That was kind of the end, so I didn't really want to go out videoing with the rain. And just about everybody picked up Friday night and got the heck out of there. But then when the sun came out, things perked up and I ended up doing real good. But then they were talking for heavy rain, and if you saw the tarp, which you'll see it later in the video, you don't want to be taking that down in heavy wind. And sure enough, here in Maryland or up in Pennsylvania, there was some pretty good wind. It was throwing the truck around on the way home. So I'm glad I ended up when I did it and did good. Got out of the show at the good time. Came home, took a shower, and the wife and I went out to dinner and had a real nice dinner. And just wanted to say I got back. So I don't have a whole lot to show in the video, but go over and watch Jason. Real nice guy that I met. We're going to try to get together and do a couple shows together. He knows how to work a camera good. He has some neat cameras, and he's got some good equipment and a whole lot of knowledge that I don't have on working that stuff. And it was interesting talking to him. I met a lot of good YouTubers. I mean, thank you for all the YouTubers out there that came up and visited me. One even fed me. I tell you his name, but I don't remember it. But he was fun to talk to. Then there was another guy that I met that I don't remember anybody's name, but he lives next to where I went to school down in Newmarket. So you know who you are. So that's good. And it was neat talking to him. Then I had another guy, and I think I said it on, well, I called up Shifty when he was doing, my neighbor, oh man, I'm so Twitter-pated or wore out. The brain's scattered to begin with. When you're tired, it's even more scattered. So I didn't want to miss Shifty's Friday Night Live, and my neighbor, T-Ray, he had a phone that could watch it. So I thought if he was watching that, then I was going to call Shifty up and harass him on the thing. And daggone if he must not recognize my number, but he said he recognized his number. But anyhow, that was great talking to him. He's a great guy. I hope everything out there works all right with his new hothouse. So anyhow, I made it back, and just kind of that kind of stuff going on. I don't know. I'm wore out. Tomorrow is kind of unloading. Everything is all full up. All full up in here. A lot of towels drying up and stuff like that. So I don't know what's going on tomorrow. Supposedly that big elevator is going out tomorrow. I don't know if it will. It might be too wet for the guy, or he might have some situation where he doesn't come out. That's all right. It's not hurting anything out there. Plus, he also said he was going to come out real early at the break of dawn, and I'm so tired. I don't think I'll wake up until tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. Anyhow, so enjoy the video, and I'm going to try to get back on doing something. It rained down here, so it's real wet out there, and I haven't been around the property or seen anything in a few days with all the wind. I hope there's not another tree down, and I hope leave me a comment down there if we met up at Carlisle. There was one gentleman that came up that made me laugh. He was looking at me, and the next thing he says, is it wiggle wire or wobble wire? And I knew he watched everything that was going on. Anyhow, I had a great time up there. That's my vacation, and now I got to rest up from my vacation. So we'll see you all later. Thanks for stopping in and watching the show. I hope you enjoy it. Bye-bye. Look at them clocks. They sure are nice clocks. Oh, that's where we left the other day. Bye. Hi, guys. This is why I don't have a trailer. This is touch and go. Turn my space into an interstate. You're about 6 inches away.
You think up there or not?
I don't. Yeah, you'll hit it if you turn. I think you might have it now. No, yeah. Whew. He's trying to get this in there. I opened up this spot over here so he could turn around and come up and back into here and then back over there. And that's why I don't have a trailer. Especially with a four-door truck. It's turned my place into the interstate. Anyway, that's an update. Hi guys, well this is my little hole in the wall up at Carlisle. I don't think you've ever been inside the old tent. Well, you might have been if you hit up the Bunyan show. It's the same canopy tent, whatever you call it, that was up there the last 3 years. So you might have been in there. And this is the way it works up at Carlisle. I just kind of pull the truck in and you get 20 foot between here and there, and that's what I pay for, is a 20 foot wide, and it is, I guess I should go slow, it's 30 feet deep. So the truck just fits in here, and if you get it spaced in between that pole and this pole, sometimes I have this up the cannon. If you need the cannon, if you've never seen the cannon, that's where the cannon sits. But it has just enough room that you can scoot through there, or you can scoot through here. Now in the daytime I might leave the back on tomorrow for the next few days because they're talking about rain, but I'm not sure yet. If you leave the side on, you don't have that much visibility. I put the X braces on, X things on there just for more stability. It usually gets pretty windy up here. And it is tied down with 1 inch in its life. It's got big screws that go way down in there. I don't know if I ever showed that. So here's some of the junk that's going out. And I did good today. Here's something that I hope that'll go. I sure hope that'll go. I don't care about that. The blender went. I got a couple rope swing ropes to go. I got some hooks that I sell some of those, a few bottles, a few people have been interested in them. This is the last of my toys. I have sold 1 million toys, and these are the last of my toys. And they're the expensive ones because nobody wants to pay for them. And there's my stamp machine. I did good on stamps today. I made a lot of stamps today. And of course the helicopters out here, they come all the way up from my house to snoop on me here. Oh, you got hit by the sun. Can't see that helicopter. That's what it looks like on the outside. My coolers are here, kind of protected from the sun. That's just boxes that I keep stuff in. That's what the thing looks like on the outside. And these two spaces here are going to be taken up tomorrow. I'm saving them for somebody. This is the old grill. I think maybe you saw me wash that down at home that came off my truck. I hit a deer 15, probably over 15 years ago, and it put a crack in this right here, so they replaced it. But I figured maybe somebody wants some wall art. Here's a old oil pump. It was funny. I put, what does it fit? And these two kids come up and they got on their computer and wiped the numbers off that and found it fit a 74 2.3 4-cylinder Ford Cobra 2. It's an oil pump. If anybody needs it, you can have it. That ain't going home with me. Well, if it goes home with me, it'll go in the junk pile. And I do have the toilet seat here. I guess I need to put that inside so nobody steals my toilet seat sign. There'll be somebody here tomorrow. There's somebody here in the daytime. There's the neighbors back here. How you doing, neighbor? Everybody's super nice here. Super nice. There's my, what do you call it? Feather flag. Anyhow, hopefully I'll get to walk around a little bit now. And some Jeep shocks. What does this say the temperature is in here? It says it's 85. What does this one say it says? You know, that says 85 too. Holy cow. The front ones are kind of screwed up. The mercury septed on them. If you set them sideways, sometimes I do. If you bounce them, they'll sometimes come back to life. Let's see if this one's coming back to life. What does it say it is? I can't even see the mercury in it. You gotta get those just right to read the mercury. It was in there earlier. It's split in 2 or 3 places. It's saying 88. It's pretty close. You know, just something to look around. Oh, there's my toilet seat. If you've never seen the first toilet seat ever, if you're a woodhound, you got to know what the first toilet seat looks like in case you ever run a new old stock one. There's an old paper towel dispenser. Anyhow, I'll show you more of the junk that I got and what's going on tomorrow. I'm just kind of winding down. It's I don't know what time it is. Let me see if my clock is handy. It is 6:30. 7. All right, that's about it for tonight. I'll bring you back tomorrow when we uncover and look around and put some stuff out. So we'll see you now. Bye-bye. Hi guys, we're up here and we met a new best friend. Okay, his name is Jason. Introduce yourself and tell me a little bit about you. This guy is top notch, buddy.
No, I appreciate it. This is Jason. I'm with jams.net. So JAMZ.
There you go. Go check his channel out.
DOTNET. And it's all about cars, DIY, and adventures. I'm doing a YouTube video about this event, and I met frickin' Jeep here, which was awesome. And we've been chatting for like 30 minutes, which is great.
Probably longer than that. I've tied him up. Now this guy's important. He's so important. See who's he endorsed by? So if you want to see some good stuff, and he's also look at this. He's a 00 agent.
A 00
agent.
A
00 agent. Anyhow, I hope.
So I got a media pass for jams.net because I'm going to be talking all about Carlisle, and it's great. And I'm excited to see some sawmill videos very soon. So we're gonna do a collaboration, I think. Right?
He doesn't live too far from me. He's only about an hour away.
An hour, yeah.
So that's a good thing, and maybe he'll teach me how to do some good editing.
Hey, you know, we don't want to change what you're doing. It's great, but I'll give you some tips that I've learned, and you can give me some tips, obviously.
You're good. You're good. Anyhow, I'm glad I met you. That's what this place and YouTube is all about, and thank you for stopping by and keeping me busy.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Bye-bye. Hi, guys. Well, as usual, the nitwit screwed up. He didn't bring a selfie stick, but I just went up the road to buy my tickets for next year. This place is doing excellent today. Had a good time. I got to hurry back because I got a neighbor is watching my booth. But you can see it's crowded and it's good. I might have to get another wind spinner. I like that big one over there. I'm thinking about it. Look at that one. That's a good size one. I like that one. Oh, I think red, white, and blue one over there. Have to go over and see how much that one is. It would match some of the other ones. Look at that. That's for me. If I sell the thing, I'll come up and get it. I gotta go see how much it is. How about a big catfish for your yard? A bug? Any of that stuff. Uh-oh, $99. Woo! That's up there, but that's pretty well made, I guess. I like that one. Might have to come back and get it if I sell something. Had a couple good sales. I made my rent, so I paid next year's rent because you get $23 off if you pay it this year for next year. So I plan on being here. Why wait to the last minute? Plus I had the money. Parts. How you doing? YouTube. I forgot to bring any of my, I normally hand out my buttons. Whoa, you okay? Normally I hand out buttons, but like I said, a misfit, I forgot. It was just a sudden, it was kind of slow down there, and I said, can you watch this place while I go up and get my next year's tickets? And I forgot. A little breezy up here today, rain coming in tonight, but hopefully I'll make it through. Woo! Look at all this stuff. I think the wind's getting you. I'm not sure. I won't know until Saturday night. This will go on Saturday night. There's a grandstand. You go last year, you saw me do some videos from up top of the grandstand showing the whole place. If you need a license plate, I think they got it. Lots of food, real good food here. I eat too much, but I also brought a lot of junk food. All the straps that I got, I bought from this guy year after year after year. Pretty good guys, straps are all real good. Uh-oh, I'm getting a call. I think that's me. No, it stopped ringing. Maybe it ain't me. Look at all the wheels. If you've never been here, we're in Carlisle, PA. Heck of a show. There's one of everything here. You just got to find it.
I'm here.
He was here. You hear him?
I think it is.
Uh-oh, we're going through a dead area here. And you can even buy a golf cart. How about a javelin? This is one of the entrances. I think this is probably about gate 2. I'm not sure. I'm pretty good. Didn't do too good in school, but I think that's a 2 up there. Check it out. Leave a comment if it ain't a 2. It could be a 3. It don't make any difference. How about a nice Corvette? Isn't that pretty? Only $54,000. You can go home with it. Milwaukee tools. Not real fond of Milwaukee tools. You guys know that. But they sure do have a nice display of them. And if you don't want, you can go to DeWalt. Gas pump. I sold my gas pump, so I didn't have to bring it up here. Anyhow, that's about it. Probably made you dizzy, sick, and air blown. Ain't there a lot of people up here? I think there's 80 some acres up here that they vend in, and each spot is 10 feet by 30 foot, and I have 2 spots, and neighbor's got 2 spots. Good neighbor. There's Milton. He makes more money than anybody at 25 cents a can. This is an all-you-can-eat buffet over here. It's all-you-can-eat buffet. Pretty good stuff. If you see something you like, leave a comment down below. I like the comments. I have met an enormous amount of YouTubers up here, people that know me, people that I just met, and everybody has just been wonderful and nice. I'm just about to my row. If you remember and know the alphabet, which sometimes I have a hard time, K, that's row K. This must be row L. Yeah, L. I got it down. I'm learning. How about some parts over there, or signs, or anything? And here we are to my location. M, big M for, I don't know. And I am down this row. There's Tip. They got sandblasters and stuff. A lot of flags. Can you see my flag down there? You got to see my flag down there. We're going to scoot through here. Scoot through here. Looks like there's a lot of good traffic. I think it's a little busier up top. Down here, everybody's kind of winding down. There is a gate 1, or maybe it's gate 3. I don't know. I don't know the numbers. I got a pamphlet to figure out where I'm at. Look at that pretty flag. Pretty flag. Yeah, it's a little more calm down here. I think I don't know, busy and calm. People look a little bit better when it's not quite so crowded, I think. Getting cloudy. Yesterday was sunny. Today's breezy. Got the tent tied down with everything in the world I got to tie it down with. Anyhow, we are home. We are back home. Freaking Jeep, meet me. I make the labels, name tags. This is the stand this year. Beautiful flag. There's my, thanks for the help. What did you sell?
Nothing.
You're fired.
All right.
You're fired. That's a prerequisite. When somebody leaves, you got to sell something. Like to see that go. I've had a couple offers on it, but not kind of what I want. I bought 2 fire extinguishers. If you go down to Shannon, down at Temple Hills Sawmill, Temple Hills Lumberyard. I don't remember the name. Sorry about that, Shannon, but you guys know who I'm talking about. He had a fire and suggested to get a fire extinguisher, so I bought 2 fire extinguishers for the sawmills. So that's what those are for. I recommend it. He was a smart man to tell me I was a dummy for not having one. Anyhow, I got that. I sold an awful lot of my toys. That's the only toys I got left now, unless the wife finds some more and digs some out. I got a fish lure. I got a toilet paper dispenser, and I got the very first toilet. If you've been here before, I got that. Hooks. I'm down to. I used to have 2 great big boxes of hooks, and I'm down to that on hooks. Got some balls. Got my dad's old Coleman lantern, 1960s. People are interested in that. Anyhow, that's what's going on. So this is where you are at. and I'm signing out till I make the next video. I'm glad you stopped by. Leave me a comment. Bye-bye. Just a fun old YouTube update. We started getting rain, which they're saying it's going to rain, but they didn't say it was going to rain this rain. The rain they said was at 7, and it's like 2 o'clock now, so it kind of hurt business. But I got the sides on. I leave this one area open. The rain's not too bad here. I had to cover up that machine and put that back there, but everything else, you know, you just kind of wait around and ride it out. Tomorrow should be a better day. It'll at least be another day. But it kind of emptied out quick when you had it like that. So I'm glad you came along for the update, and I hope you're liking this. It's a little bit of something. I don't know what. I've been having a hard time getting out because the day was pretty busy. So I'm glad you stopped by. We'll see you later now. Bye-bye. Hi guys. Here we are live up at Carlisle in a tent with a light on the top, watching Shifty at back 40 firewood. So I thought I would do a good service and call him up and harass him in person because I'm not at home on a computer. I can't type him. So I called him. You know, he was crazy enough to answer my phone. Isn't that a good guy? Anyhow, that's what's going on down here, and just having a good time. So this just kind of a fun update. See you later. Bye-bye. Well, guys, it ain't much, but I had about 4 or 5 inches of water in here. I went down and bought one of those siphon things. You can see it on Tony Cool Tools place, and it's just moving the water out of there. It's been siphoning. I bought the little one because I have a big one at home to use it last week. Pretty handy little tool, and it's just sitting there sucking the water right out of here. I know this is kind of light. We got super rained out today. I don't know if you can see. It's raining now. You probably get little sprinkles on the lens. It looks like it's clearing off. There's blue sky over there. That'd be a miracle. Actually, I did good in the rain, so I've got just about everything closed up. I know I was going to do a video. Maybe I'll do something, but it's kind of rough. It's just a mess up here today, but I did real good, so I splurged and bought a siphon thing. So we'll see you later instead of bailing it out with an old cup. We'll see you later. Just kind of an update. Bye-bye.